Yo, what's up guys, welcome back, next match, Cross-Banlist Cup. So, first match here in Group B, we have, I think, one of the oldest decks here in this year's Cross-Banlist Cup, which is an OTK variant of, I don't think it was ever featured in the Cross-Banlist Cup series. Demise OTK, we know the more common variant nowadays because the deck got more support, but it's not really... Well, nowadays it wasn't really the most competitive deck, while back in the old school days, back in 2007, this is actually a Shonen Jump winner. So why? Well, why CS nowadays? First place, right, with Megamorph, Advanced Ritual Art, Old School Demise, Doomdozer, etc. and Metamorphosis to hit Cyber Twin Dragon from the extra deck. Or get it on board. It's going to take on an OCG variant of, well, Teleport, Yugioh, Karakuri, with a triple Soul Charge in the main deck, and of course, triple Compulse, since back in the TCG, or back then in the TCG, I believe Compulse was limited, right? Sounds strange, no, if you think about it. So anyway, going first, going second, I'm not so sure about the Demise OTK. The deck has the capability to play with priority, and I'm not so sure. I think still going first, because again the 6th card, obviously both decks, by the way, have the 6th card when going first, while I guess going first for the Demise OTK you can get the Searcher off immediately, so Manju, Senju or Sonic Bird. Problem though is that that monster over there, the Engineer, I think I don't have, at least, I don't think I have any main deck out to get rid of it. Other than, you know, wait 2 turns and eventually, I think you need to detach one and then, you know, it will put itself into defense position. And then that whole turn the monster cannot be destroyed by battle or card effect. So it's basically a threatening roar here in this situation. But I guess I need to keep up the speed, right, and not give the opponent time to set up with Geargia armor or Geargia gear and stuff like that. Like Geargia as a whole, it needs to... it's somewhat of a slow deck, but if you give the deck 1 turn to flip their armor, then it's probably game over. Like here, this is very very strange, very nifty. Again, no battle phase, right? Because of Soul Charge, and oh, that Premature Burial was a nice top deck, so I can Suicide Crash with, what is it, Metal Armed Bug or something like that? Basically, you know, a level 8 normal monster from the deck to be sent from your deck to the graveyard for that 1-card ritual summon. Here, this was so unfortunate. Imagine here, like, you know, Heavy Storm for 3, I guess Geargia gear would have been chained. Well, it doesn't really matter, right? I can get off a Demise, special Doomdozer, and I already used my normal summon, but again, as I mentioned before, I think if Demise wants to stand a chance, they need to go all in super fast, right? Especially prevent Geargia armor to trigger and get a search. But this, I feel, yeah, I mean, this deck is not playing any hand traps, right? Kuribo or stuff like that. I'm not so sure if Kuribo was side decked back then. Might be the case because of something like Demise OTK or Cyberstein OTK. So next one, going first again, I want to go first. I feel there are stuff, well, especially because of Royal Degree post side deck, and Threatening Roar is there, plus, you know, Cylinder, Mirror Force, and those cards could put up some protection. Could give me, I guess, the time and resources needed to potentially squeeze in another victory. So again, get out, I think I have to run into the Fiendish Chain. That's fine though, I can morph to cover Cyber Twin Dragon, but the problem here is that the Geargia armor is going to flip face up. Imagine, like, this extra deck from the Demise OTK having like a much better level 8 fusion. I don't know, were there? I don't think so, right? Chimera Tech or Chimera Twin or Cyber Twin was, I guess, the best one, simply because of the double attack and potential OTK. So yeah, Insect, what is it, Insect Knight? Is it Insect Knight? The 1900 beat stick for insects, basically a level 4 normal to be sent to the graveyard off of the Advanced Ritual Art. And here, again, basically a losing battle. Again, opponent still sitting at a, you know, a comfortable 5006, so that's far too much. Maybe another Cyber Twin with something like Megamorph might do it? Yeah, I think so. But, well, no, it depends because of the life points, right? If the life points for my opponent are lower than mine, then Megamorph will half instead of double the attack. So Swords is not going to save me because of Dracossack. So yeah, that's a problem. You see that Like here in this case, like if you give Geargia at least one turn to set up, to get some combo pieces on field, then this deck is a goner, especially because of potential Stardust Dragon as well. Like if you think about it, how strong Stardust Dragon is against Demise, because Demise only has 2400 while Stardust 25, so I need something like a Megamorph or Metamorphosis or maybe even Doomdozer to potentially attack over Stardust. So again, kind of a slow start, but double back row and flip over Decree. So I was like, okay, now this is a chance. Typhoon though, and this is super unfortunate, sadly not having the second Decree, and I'm not able to capitalize on the, because like let's face it, like look at that hand. If there was no anti-spell, I would have been able to get off a Demise, priority nuke the entire board bar Demise, and potentially get in for some nice damage. And like with that hand, I don't see Geargia coming back from that. Like set, what was it, like armor, the tuner for Karakuri. That's not going to save you against a Demise that's already face up on the field, but sadly not the case. Problem here, as I mentioned before, Stardust Dragon, and like I can't use Demise. Sure, all the back row is blocked, so I think I need to invest Doomdozer here. I can't use Megamorph, it wouldn't make sense. Again, I can't deal the necessary damage, so I kinda have to hope that the nuke goes through, right? And again, I should be in a very solid position if the nuke goes through. Again, all the back row's gone and Geargia on 2 cards, and especially for somewhat of a slow-paced deck. Then again, we saw the teleport top deck, so again the Karakuri would have hit the field, so okay, we now see that, but again, you know what I mean. I think that was the superior play to be made. Draw another Demise, but with an anti-spell face up on the field, this is not going to be enough. So a 3-2-1, I think the match number 5, but the first time we don't have a 3-2 matchup here between both these decks. So it is what it is. Next matchup. Two Titans, I believe, two victors, right? Winners from past Cross-Banlist Cup series, even though this should be almost the same list as the winners list from a couple of years ago. So Clownblade enters the Cross-Banlist Cup again. It's going to take on, I guess, Full Force Dragon Rulers featuring Light and Darkness Dragon. The first time that card will be used here for Rulers in the Cross-Banlist Cup. So again, feel free to leave your predictions. Okay, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching. Feel free to leave a comment or like if you enjoyed the video. Signing out. Peace.